Alrighty, here we go.
Zoom it all, and I'll just go right to
No, you can.
that. Actually, it looks like it's a little. You get a whole bunch of it. Just sit right there.
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Woodsman Sports and Convention Center for this afternoon's girls hockey competition between the Viroqua Blackhawks and your own Janesville Bluebirds. The WIAA and the Badger Conference expect respectful conduct from all athletes, coaches, and spectators. Any behavior that is disruptive, profane, or abusive toward the participants, officials, or event staff will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the arena. Please also note the WIAA does not allow alcohol to be sold or consumed during high school athletic events. If you have happened to purchase alcohol earlier in the other areas of the center, please remove it from the site of competition. We appreciate your cooperation in complying with the state association regulations, and thank you for your efforts in maintaining a positive and respectful education-based environment. And now for our starting lineups for tonight's game, beginning with the Viroqua Blackhawks. At forward, number 2, Kylie Unset. At forward, number 11, Naya Burris. Rounding out the forwards, number 27, Amelia Olson, number 27. The Blackhawk defense, number 6, Matea Nelson. And number 19, Renna Rogers. In goal for the Blackhawks this afternoon, number 35, Charlie Brudos. And the rest of the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks are coached by Paul Severson. And now, for your Janesville Bluebirds. At forward, number 6, Ava Laguna. At forward, number 7, Macy Murphy. And rounding out our forwards today, number 22, Jaden Lake. Your Bluebird defenseman this afternoon, number 18, Sophia Young. And her partner, Ella Swenson. And in goal, number 31, Jesse DeMarseille. And the rest of the Bluebirds. The Bluebirds are coached by Cliff Butts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you will stand, if you are able, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we climbed were so gallantly streaming. And
Alrighty, here we
Good luck to
go.
both teams, and let's play hockey.
Jim Cole here. I got my cameraman Jerry on the camera tonight, and we are getting ready to bring the game between your Janesville Bluebirds and the Viroqua Blackhawks. This is a game that got canceled a couple weeks ago. Viroqua made the trip down tonight. We're going to get this one underway. It's a big triple header here at the Woodman Sports and Convention Center. The girls play, so Viroqua Bluebirds. Right after that, Milton. Varsity boys are going to play on this rink. And then right after that, Jerry and I hit the ice for C-League. So I'm sure the crowd will filter in all evening, and by the time we get to go, it'll be a full house. Or maybe not. We tend to toil in anonymity. Anyway, last time the girls hit the ice was Tuesday night up in Stoughton, and they came away with a 2-1 victory. All the scoring in that game happened in the first period. Stoughton took a 1-goal lead, so they went up 1-0. Bluebirds evened it up on a goal from Maya Roller. She cleaned up a rebound and scored the first goal for the Bluebirds. And then the second goal was scored by Anna Cole off of a feed. Really nice feed by Sofia Ferreira. They had a 2-on-0 on Annika Mueller. Really patient play. And that was it. And all that scoring happened in the first period. And then the teams battled back and forth through the second and third. And the Bluebirds came out of there with a 2-1 victory. This will be the third meeting between Viroqua and the Bluebirds. The Bluebirds, were victorious in both. I think the first game was 6-2, second game 7-2. They're looking to continue their winning ways. They're now 8-2-1 after the holidays. So quick shot there, and that actually dribbles through the legs of the goalie. So the Bluebirds are going to go up 1-0. 28 seconds into this one. Quick score there. Bluebirds on the board. And that was Macy Murphy with that shot.
Bluebird goal scored by number 7, Macy Murphy, unassisted at 25 seconds of the first period.
Here comes Kilgore now. Passes over to Lake. She's going to go over to the far wall and pick that one up. Kilgore now with the puck. In the slot, she's going to fire up over the net. Murphy battling in the corner. Centering pass doesn't connect. Murphy with the puck. Over to Swenson. Swenson from outside. That's paddled aside. Blackhawks rim over to the far side. Now the Blackhawks with the puck. They send it into the neutral zone. Bluebirds in a line change. Swenson's going to work deep into the zone. She just kicks it down behind the net. Allie Cole picks it up. She puts one over towards the side of the net. She's battling a couple kids down there. Puck stays in the offensive zone. Sofia Ferreira over to the far corner. Swenson from outside again, plays it on net. Anna Cole, that jumps her stick. Blackhawks trying to get an exit. Now they got room to skate. Swenson plays it back up the far wall. Blackhawks now with the puck in the neutral zone. They're going to bring it near side. Coming up the wall. They send that in, but it's an icing, so we'll bring it all the way back down to the other end. Bluebirds have Clegora Murphy, Skylar Bierman, Malia Maurer, and Mickey Andrews out on the ice right now. Murphy plays it into the offensive zone. Blackhawks send that one out. Touched by Maurer. She's going to chase it down in the defensive zone. Play it up the far wall. Puck deep in the offensive zone now on the back wall. Flagora. And she has room to maneuver. Sends it to Maurer. Maurer plays it across to Young. They put that one on net. It's going to be covered up. That's Addie Oliver. Well, I thought it was Addie Oliver, but the number is 35. Doesn't quite line up with the roster I have. But up in Viroqua, Addie Oliver, their normal goalie, celebrated her 1,000th save in her career while we were up there, which is a neat milestone for a goalie. And that's a lot of action. Battle in the corner. Anna Cole. That comes out of the zone. Young's going to turn and just send it back in. Over on the far wall. Now Blackhawks trying to reverse. Bluebirds on the forecheck. They're trying to hold the zone. That one comes out. It's going to knuckleball all the way to the end of the ice, and that'll be icing. Bring that all the way back. Puck down, offensive zone, high slot. Blackhawks out of the zone. Over the far wall. That puck's going to go to the corner. Centering pass gets deflected by Murphy. She's going to play it near side. Now Klagora headed into the offensive zone. Lake with a shot right of the net. Klagora now near corner, far corner, coming near side behind the net. Up the wall to Andrews at the point. She tries to play it back. She's going to kick it into the zone. Bluebirds have to tag up. Murphy chips it towards the net from way over on the far half wall. That one gets past Andrews. Not going to make it to the goal line. Icing's waved off. Andrews with the puck. Cross ice. Good look for Lake up front. Young gets her stick on it. They play it out to neutral ice. Cross ice pass there. Going to bounce off the wall. Anna Cole picks it up. She plays it on net. It's going to go past Oliver. She threw that one towards the crease. And it sneaks past Oliver for a goal. Just goes to show you how he sent it towards the net. When in doubt, right? Yep. Bluebirds go up 2-0. 11:26 left in the first on a shot by Anna Cole. And I'm going to say, I apologize, I did not hear who is starting in net for Viroqua. I don't think that is Oliver.
Anna Cole at 5:34 of the first period, unassisted.
Bluebirds trying to hold the zone. Blackhawks behind their own net. They send it up the wall, trying to clear. That's just tipped back down the wall by Ella Swenson. Bluebirds going to change a couple forwards. Puck goes deep into the offensive zone. Bierman's offside. She has to touch up. Now Bierman with the puck. Murphy's going to pick it up. That one's going to trickle down across the goal line. No icing. Swenson's going to pick it up. Off the wall. Blackhawks try to play it back into the offensive zone. Now Swenson with the puck. She plays it up ahead. Here comes Klagora. Toe drag. Far face-off circle. Kicks it over to Murphy. Murphy from the near side. Out to Young. Back to Murphy. Centering pass to Bierman. That goes under her stick. Klagora working in the far corner. Bierman's going to go over there and help her out. Pick the puck off the wall. Over to Murphy. That gets away from here. Blackhawks coming the other way, but that's intercepted by Ella Swenson. She's going to send it right back in the zone. Now Bierman picks it up. Blackhawks clear. That'll be icing. All the way back down now. The Cole sisters and Sophia Pereira out on the ice at forward. Andrews and Macy Schneider on D. Andrews picks that one up. And Nicole with the puck. High slot now. Carrying down, sends one towards the net. That goes through the crease. And Nicole with the puck again. Near side. Schneider picks that one up. Here comes Viroqua into the offensive zone. Icing's waved off. They send that one down below the goal line. Young's going to pick it up. Head out of the zone. Into the offensive zone. She fires one up over the net. Cascades off the back wall. Quick feed there. Paddled aside. Murphy now sends it down behind the net. Roller on the chase. Swenson gets to that one. Battle here on the near wall. Klagora picks it up. Sends it far side, looking for Murphy. Murphy into the offensive zone. Drops it in the corner. Blackhawks going to get to that behind their own net. Send it far wall. Swenson plays it back down. That bounces off of Murphy's stick and comes out. Swenson with the puck now. Plays it up ahead for Anna DeCole. She tries to catch up. Her sister's behind her, sends it towards the net. Puck's loose. Backhand down behind the net. Ferreira's going to pick that one off the wall, try to play it out front. Puck in the high slot. Here comes Grace Johnson. She plays it down. DeMarce paddles it aside. Ferreira kicks it to herself off the far wall. Here comes Swenson into the offensive zone. She stops and fires off of a Viroqua skater. Klegora with the puck. Far face-off circle. Plays it off the wall to Andrews. Quick shot there. Save by the Blackhawks. Klegora with the puck. Sends it over to Murphy under her stick. Blackhawks in their own zone, looking to break out. That's Brenna Rogers. She's got a look. She fires into the glove of DeMarce. Puck on the blue line. Roller picks it up. She's going to head up ice into the offensive zone, taking off her stick. Out of the zone now. Rasmussen trying to catch up the near wall. Swenson gets there, far side. Tries to chip out of the zone. Young, she's going to skate into the offensive zone. She fires right up over the net. Puck down the near wall. Bierman on the chase now. She gets down there. Near corner. That's going to be a delayed penalty. I thought it was going to be a tripping penalty, and they ended up calling a penalty on Haley Rasmussen. I didn't see what happened. So the Bluebirds on the penalty kill. I thought they were going to be on the power play. Goes to show what I know. Frerin to take the face off. Puck down. Blackhawks with the puck high slot. There's a bouncer. DeMarce gets a cover.
Bluebirds penalty at number 26. Haley Rasmussen, 2 minutes checking.
So Rasmussen got a penalty for checking, and I did not see it happen, so I don't know what the context was. Rogers with the puck out high, being harassed by Ferreira. Good stick by Ferreira to disrupt that shot attempt. She's trying to clear. Andrews with the puck. She kicks it out of the defensive zone. Blackhawks send it D to D. Ferreira harassing Rogers. Now Anna Cole over on the other side. That puck comes into the offensive zone. Kicked right back out by Evelyn Krieger. Now Ferreira just chips it into the offensive zone to burn a little time. Minute 4 left on the penalty kill. Bluebirds need to hurry back now. Blackhawks play it over to the near corner. Andrews going to clear. Blackhawks trying to bring it around, back up ice, at the red line, into the offensive zone. Krieger gets to that one and just chips it back out to neutral ice. Young's going to catch up to that, send it. 24 seconds left on the penalty kill. Blackhawks with the puck in the neutral zone. Now into the offensive zone they go. Try a drop pass, but it comes back out to neutral ice. Over to the far wall now. Now they carry in. High slot. Young just tips it aside. Murphy sends it out. Rasmussen's going to catch up to that one. Coming out of the box. She fires one through the crease. Battle over on the near side. Now out to the blue line. Through the neutral zone. Swenson catches up.
1 minute remaining.
Plays it off the wall. 1 minute left in the period. You have Murphy, Klagora, Kinsey Turmo, Ellis Swenson, and Sophia Young out there. That puck near face-off circle for Viroqua. Ava Klagora with the puck now behind the net. Chips it up out of the zone. Blackhawks trying to bring it back the other way. Murphy, she sends it deep into the offensive zone. Blackhawks with the puck now. Behind their net, 15 seconds left in the period. Ferreira, she gets right out front. Murphy fires, bar down. Murphy got a hold of the puck right in the slot and put one off the crossbar. And that is going to put the Bluebirds up 3-0 with 8 seconds left in the period. Puck down. 4 seconds left in the period.
At the
All
end
right.
of one period.
End of the first.
Score, Bluebirds 3, Blackhawks 0. Your last Bluebird goal scored by Macy Murphy, assisted by number 15.
Come here. All right. We're going to be on TV. All right. Smile. Right? Can you see us? All right. So I'm here with one of my very favorite hockey people, right? What's your name?
Ripley,
And what team do you play on, Ripley?
Janesville,
8U
8U,
Blue Jets,
Jets.
right? How's your season going?
Good.
And you guys, you just had a tournament recently, and you did pretty good, right? What did you take first, second, or third? You took second, I think, right?
Yeah.
You played in the championship game. Did you score some goals?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hat trick.
You got a hat trick?
Uh-huh.
All right. That is awesome. What's your favorite part about hockey?
Having fun.
Having fun? You have fun every time you're on the ice? It's awesome, right? High five. All right, now you got to go home and watch later. All right, we'll be back in about 12 minutes.
Teams back to the ice.
All right.
For the start of the second period.
Getting ready to kick off the second period. We're going to start with Clegora Murphy Lake, Mickey Andrews, and Callie Simonson on defense. Murphy kicks it down behind the net. Clegora now with the puck. Sends it out to Andrews, high slot. Backhand gets gobbled up by the Blackhawk defenders. Murphy going to carry back into the offensive zone. Drops it for Clegora on the wall. Looking for Murphy on a little give and go. Clegora takes it near face-off circle. Out to Andrews. Sends it over to Simonson. She plays it off the wall. Murphy's going to get there. High slot. Drops it for Andrews. She walks in. That goes off a Blackhawks skate. Blackhawks with the puck. Rogers trying to get going up ice. Throws it down behind the net. Andrews with the puck. Over to Murphy on the far wall. Tries to play it in. That gets caught up in the linesman's skates. Or the referee's skates, I'm sorry. Andrews with the puck. Now Blackhawks into the offensive zone. They fire from out there. That goes behind the net. Rims all the way up the far wall. Ferreira trying to catch up to that one. She holds the zone now. Blackhawks play it off the wall. Anna Cole gets there, sends it through the slot to Ferreira. Drop pass to Anna Cole. She works over Ferreira, trying to kick it down, looking for Allie Cole. Andrews just going to rim it all the way around. Allie Cole gets there. That one comes out to Simonson in the slot. Simonson tries to hold the zone. That dribbles out into the neutral zone now. Ferreira carries it back in. Right out front, and she's going to bury one. She got right into the slot. Pulled the trigger, went low left corner. She's going to put the Bluebirds up 4-0. 14:52 left in the second period. That brings Clegora Murphy, Kinsey Turmo back onto the ice. Young and Swenson on D. Swenson with the puck in the corner.
Number 15, Sophia Ferreira, unassisted at 2:03 of the second period.
Blackhawks send it. That's going to go all the way down. I was pretty sure the Blackhawks sent that, but they called icing. So we're going to bring it back into the defensive zone for the Bluebirds. Pretty sure the Bluebird bench says it's not even worth talking about, so they're not going to squawk. Murphy going to carry up the wall into the offensive zone. Down behind the net. Blackhawks trying to exit. Swenson tries to chip it back down the wall to Clegora. Rogers with the puck now for the Blackhawks. She's going to carry into the offensive zone. Out ahead, Clegora. She's got one to beat. Steps around. She fires. And she's going to go bar down. Clegora, unassisted. She carries into the offensive zone. Puts one right up over the head of the goalie. 13:51 left in the second period. Bluebirds with a comfortable lead now, 5-0. Ferreira's going to come out at center. She's going to have Anna Cole, Maddie Benty with her. On D, Malia Maurer, Mickey Andrews. That one comes up the wall. Anna Cole carries into the offensive zone. Down at the goal line.
Goal scored by number 6, Ava.
She sends it out to Andrews, over to Ferreira.
Sophia Young at 3:09 in the second period.
Ferreira trying to take that one away. Anna Cole with the puck. Tries to make a move. Ends up in the wall. Maurer now with the puck coming near side. Plays it off the wall. Looking for Benty. Anna Cole back into the offensive zone. Sends one to Ferreira. Ferreira to Benty. Benty with the shot. And she scores! Maddie Benty on the tip in. Little tic-tac-toe action there, and Maddie Benty finishes it off. That puts the Bluebirds up 6-0, 13:07 left in the second period. Bierman into the offensive zone. Loses the puck behind the net.
Bluebird goal scored by number 4, Maggie Benji, assisted by number 15, Sophia Ferreira, and number 13, Anna Cole, at 3:53 of the second.
Here comes Mickey Andrews into the offensive zone. She's going to rim it down around behind the net. Bierman going to try to get there. Maurer plays it down behind the net. Rasmussen over to the far side looking for that puck. She's going to get there on the wall. That's going to come out just to the top of the face-off circle. Blackhawks coming back the other way. Roller now into the offensive zone. She's got Rasmussen. She fires a shot, paddled down to the back wall. Here comes the Blackhawks. That's by agronomous. Flagora coming back the other direction. Up ahead to Rasmussen. Just out of reach. Swenson going to retreat. That one played out to neutral ice. Blackhawks offsides. So we'll take a face-off here on the near dot. 11 minutes left in the second period. Bluebirds with a comfortable 6-0 lead. Murphy plays that up the wall. Flagora into the offensive zone. She's looking for Lake, puts one just off the side. Flagora out front for Lake. Another one off the pads. Two good looks there. Yep. No, Bluebirds really looking to get some of maybe the kids that don't score as much involved. Flagora now. She's going to come up the near wall, puts the brakes on. They have Jaden Lake posted up out front. Puck in the corner. Murphy kicks it down behind the net. Rogers is going to get there. She puts the brakes on, comes back the other way. Murphy holds, sends it down the wall. That's going to go behind the net again. Rogers working up the half wall. It's going to come near side. Ferreira into the game. Young now plays it. Tries to play it down. That goes off a shin guard. Lake catches it over on the wall. Down behind the net. Over to the near side. Swenson holds. Now Ferreira. Now Blackhawks with the puck. They clear. That was tipped. Oh, I thought it was tipped on the way out. We're going to see a goalie change here. So Piper Akers going to come into the game with about 9 minutes left in this one and get a little live action. DeMarse's going to finish with a shutout on 2 shots. Puck down, out to Schneider. Schneider plays one up in the air that goes left of the net. So you have Ferreira, Cole out there. Battle over in the corner.
Now we go for the Bluebirds, number 30, Piper Akers.
Puck played over to Schneider. She plays it up to Ferreira into the offensive zone, kicks it down the wall. And Nicole now back to Ferreira behind the net. Plays it right out front. Oh, that goes off of the leg pad of the goalie. Quick shot there, didn't go. Schneider gets down there. Kicked up the wall to Ferreira. She's got room to move. She's going to bring it out of the zone. Plays it up ahead, looking for Anna Cole. Into the offensive. Taking off her stick in the offensive zone. Battle on the wall. Roller comes out. She's looking for the puck in the high slot. That goes all the way back down. Andrews, Krieger, Bierman, Rasmussen, and Roller out on the ice right now. Roller clears the zone. That goes out to neutral ice. Picked up by the Blackhawks. Rasmussen with a good poke check. She bullies her way down the wall. Here comes Grace Johnson. She makes a move. Bierman with a good poke check coming down the near side. Now Maurer with the puck. She's got room to turn the corner. She's going to come back the other way, play it off the wall. Blackhawks just kick it near side. Roller up ahead to, Maurer up ahead to Roller. Blackhawks kick it into the zone. That one comes all the way up. Klagora with the puck now. She's going to cross the blue line. Drops it to Bierman. Puck on the wall. Chips it down to Klagora. Blackhawks coming the other direction. Rogers out of the zone. Into the offensive zone. Toe drag. And she's going to beat Aker. And that puts the Blackhawks on the board. 5:42 left in the second period. So out on the ice for the Bluebirds now, you have Murphy, Klagora, Kinsey Turmo, Ellis Swenson, Sophia Young. That one into the offensive zone, kick back out to the Blackhawks, coming the other direction.
Blackhawk goal scored by number 19, Brenner Rogers.
So that was Brenner Rogers with that goal for the Blackhawks. That one comes near side. Turmo on the wall. Murphy with the puck now. She's going to head up ice. Chips it off the wall. Into the offensive zone. She's looking for Turmo. Centering feed just out of reach. Good skate there. Feeds out front. Trying to get it onto the stick of Turmo. That one trickles out. Murphy plays it back into the offensive zone. Blackhawks kick it down to Swenson. She recovers. Plays it up ahead. Off the stick of Klagora now into the offensive zone. Murphy. She's going to carry over there. Sends it out Turmo trying to get there. That was a good opportunity. Blackhawks coming back the other way. That one going to go up over the net. Now near side. Maddie Benty back out on the ice along with Ferreira. Look like they're skating with 4 people right now. Bluebirds put themselves for about 30 seconds on a self-imposed penalty, apparently. Ferreira now, that puck comes out. Here comes Rogers again. They have a 2-on-1. Good defense there by Sophia Young. Bluebirds chasing the puck back in the offensive zone. Young's going to settle it down in her defensive zone, send it over to the near wall. Benty with the puck. Benty on the attack. Oh, she loses an edge and goes down in the offensive zone. Coming back the other direction, Anna Cole sends it up the wall. Blackhawks into the offensive zone. Rogers fires a clapper. That goes right to the net. There's another one through the crease. Schneider looking up ahead to Maya Roller. That goes under her stick. Blackhawks play it. Put the brakes on. Anna Cole sends it out. Callie Simonson puts it off the pads. That goes over to the half wall. Battle over there. Now Blackhawks going to bring it out of the zone. Coming back the other direction. Schneider gets to the puck. Collision down behind the net. Couple skaters go down. Puck caught up with them. Now Roller's going to dig it out of there. Coming the other direction. Rasmussen on the attack. And Rasmussen's going to go to the box again for a body check. Minute 49 left in the second period. A little bit too much contact on that one. Bluebirds on the penalty kill. They send Lake and Klagora out. Andrews and Maurer on D. Puck's down. Quick shot there into the glove of Aker. Klagora with the puck behind the net. He's going to try to skate out of the zone. Into the offensive zone, plays it off the wall. Klagora tries to feed Lake. Lake can't quite get there. Klagora holds again at the red line. Turns around. Into the offensive zone. She's going to set Lake up again. Drops it for Lake. Shot deflected. Puck's covered up. They get a whistle. Little equipment malfunction down there right now, so they're gonna trying to redo the strap. Minute 23 left on the penalty. Klagora and Jaden Lake still out there with Mickey Andrews and Malia Maurer. Klagora trying to work around there. Maurer with the puck fires. That's gonna come near side. Rogers gonna get a hold of that one.
1 minute remaining.
Minute left in the period. Minute 8 left on the penalty. Here come the Blackhawks. Lake trying to catch up to that one. And the Blackhawks enter the zone offsides. 48 seconds left in the second. So if you're not doing anything this weekend and you're in the Janesville area, stop on out at the Woodman Sports and Convention Center. It's the Hockey Rocks tournament, which is the 8U level tournament for the kiddos. That's a really fun one. A lot of times, it's a really big deal for those kids. A lot of fun. They bring in 8 or 10 teams to play. Should be a good time. 30 seconds left in the period. Fedora coming back the other direction, looking for a little space. She's weaving through the neutral zone. Going to bring it into the offensive zone. Tries to drop it for Lake. It goes off a skate. Now Maurer just kicks it down behind the net. 15 seconds left. Centering feed under the stick of Lake. That gets past Maurer. She retreats. 5 seconds left over to Andrews. She sends it off the wall, and that'll do it for the second period. Bluebirds go to the locker room with a 6-1 lead, and when they come back, they're going to have to
At the
kill off
end of 2
11
periods,
seconds of penalty
Bluebirds
time.
lead the Blackhawks 6-1.
All right, here we go. We're going to get ready to drop the puck. Period 3. We got to change
Let's
that.
welcome both teams back to the ice for the start of the third period.
Start of the third. Bluebirds have 11 seconds of penalty time to kill. So we're going to start the period with Klagora, Murphy, Swenson, and Young. Blackhawks carry into the offensive zone. They put one on net. Akers going to cover that one up. Rasmussen out of the box now, so Bluebirds back to full strength. And they send Turmo out on the ice, along with Klagora and Murphy. Blackhawks with the puck, down behind the goal. Swenson leaves it for Klagora in the corner. She chips up and out of the zone. Blackhawks bring it near side. Klagora catches up to that one. Klagora coming up the far wall. She's going to work through neutral ice. Puts the brakes on into the offensive zone. She's got Turmo. Turmo plays it down right of the net. Swenson just chips it down. Murphy holds. Blackhawks with the puck. Swenson's going to send it back down deep into the zone. Turmo over in the corner now as Young plays it deep into the zone. Rogers with the puck. She's trying to exit. Near wall. Young going to catch up to that one. She retreats down behind the net. Changes direction. Chips it up the wall. Ferreira out of the zone. She's got Anna Cole over on the far side of the blue line. On the attack. Now down behind the net. Blackhawks try to exit. Ferreira catches up to it. Plays it over to Anna Cole. Over in the far corner. Ferreira once again catches up to the puck. Sends it out front. Off the skate of Allie Cole. Schneider holds. That's going to go down behind the net. Ferreira's going to catch up to it. Anna Cole with the puck now near side. Drops it, looking for Ferreira. Ferreira down behind the net. She had Allie Cole on the backside. Puck over on the far half wall. Ferreira looking low again. Right out front, Allie Cole puts one on net. Coming back the other direction. There's a bouncer. That's going to go right of the net. Schneider catches up to it. Plays it off the far wall. Quick pass there right into the legs of Ferreira. Evelyn Krieger now. She plays that one all the way up to the top of the seating area. I don't know how that happened. She was trying to lay it over on the wall. It must have deflected off a stick, but it went all the way up to the top of the stands. Yep. Bierman in at center. She's got Rasmussen and Maya Roller with her. Macy Schneider and Evelyn Krieger on defense. And Piper Aker in at goalie. So we're going to swap out the defense pairing, bring in Mickey Andrews, Malia Maurer. Puck down again. Andrews trying to dig that out of there. She's going to come near side. That one left in the high slot. Now here comes Roller out of the zone. She's going to carry across the red line into the offensive zone. She lowers her shoulder, makes her way down the wall. Leaves it for Bierman. Bierman walks up the goal line, puts it under the stick of Rasmussen. Andrews now back to Maurer. She throws one on net. That's kicked aside. Bierman with the puck. Plays it down behind the net. The Roller. Roller puts one off the skate. Puck still loose. The goalie didn't see it initially. Roller saw it laying just in front of the goal line and made a break for it. And the Blackhawks goalie was able to cover it at the last moment. 13-14 left in the game. Bluebirds up 6-1. Bierman in at center. Blackhawks down behind their own net. They turn the corner. Coming up the wall. There's a collision. Rasmussen on the chase now. Andrews with the puck. Inner skates. Kicks it back into the offensive zone. Maurer intercepted. Blackhawks just lay it out. That's going to go past Andrews. She backhands it up the wall. Bierman's going to get there. That comes back out to neutral ice. Andrews, she was straddling the blue line, just put the puck over by one puck length. Murphy, Lake, Flagora back on the ice on offense. Swenson and Young on D. 12:25 left in this one. Next Tuesday night, big conference showdown up in Beaver Dam. Yeah, I know the girls are looking forward to that one. They played a really, really solid game against Beaver Dam down here. They want to see if they can replicate that on Beaver Dam's home ice. And that'll be their last conference game. Then next Thursday, there was a game added that was not on the schedule early in the season. There was a game against Brookfield that got canceled. That has been rescheduled. 7 o'clock here at the Woodman Sports and Convention Center against the Brookfield Glacier. So that'll be the last home game for the girls for the regular season, depending on where they get seeded. And it looks like they'll probably be seeded about third in the conference. They should get one home game in the playoffs. And depending on how things fall out, maybe more, but at least one. Swenson walks in, sends it to Murphy, cross ice, back out to Young. Trying to get it to Lake in the slot. That goes under her stick, up the wall. Flagora now. Trying to hold the zone. That one trickles out. Going to come over to Young. Young plays it over to Lake. Blackhawks clear. Young gets to the puck. Over to Murphy. Murphy brings it in. Looking cross ice. Drops it for Flagora. She's looking backdoor. Tries to put it on the stick of Lake. That one gets deflected behind the net. That goes the length of the ice for icing. Bluebirds going to change out their forward lines. They're going to bring out Ferreira, Anna Cole, Maddie Benti, Macy Schneider, and Callie Simonson. Blackhawks with the puck in the corner. They're looking for an exit. Anna Cole's going to get over to the far wall. Play it back down. Blackhawks with the puck now. Far face-off circle. Rogers got ahead of steam into the offensive zone. She's going to look to snap one off here. Works around Simonson. That shot's deflected. It was laying on the back door. They're going to bring it near side. Rogers with the puck. She drops it for her defenseman. Cross ice pass. Benti plays it out of the zone. Over to the near wall. Rogers, not Rogers. I take that back. Penny Ugo with a shot off the glove of Aker over to the near corner. Simonson trying to dig that out of there. Now Schneider pins it on the back wall. Anna Cole's going to pick it off the wall. She makes one move. She's got room. She's going to bring it up ice. Works through. Loses the puck. Now she regains the puck. Drops it for Ferreira behind. Give and go. Quick shot off the pads. They're going to play it up the wall to Simonson. Schneider gets there at the red line. 9 minutes left in this one. Bluebirds up 6-1. Aker stops it. Leaves it for Schneider. Schneider just out of reach of Anna Cole. No icing. Roller on the forecheck now. That one going to be rimmed back far side. Rasmussen gets there. Tries to work through traffic. Puck over on the far half wall. Now Rasmussen. She fires. Oh, she puts it up and over the goalie. Haley Rasmussen with her first high school goal. Great effort there to keep the puck in the zone off the half wall. She walks in from the far face-off circle and snaps her wrister right up over the goalie. Andrews with the puck now into the offensive zone. She puts one low off the pads of the goalie.
Bluebird goal scored by number 26, Haley Rasmussen, assisted by number 14, Mickey Andrews, at 8:35 of the third, even strength.
Here come the Blackhawks. Out of the zone into the offensive zone. They fire. Going for the far post. That goes all the way over. That's redirected in front of the net. Bierman plays it up. Looking for Rasmussen under her stick. That's going to carry for icing. Bluebird's going to have a defensive zone face-off. We'll bring it all the way back down. Yep, back to a running clock now. So once you get up by 6 goals or more, they move to a running clock. Legora with the puck, working out of the zone. She's going to carry into the offensive zone. Looking for Termo. Blackhawks collapse on that one. Out to them. Murphy catches up to that, holds it in the zone. Blackhawks, far side, up ahead. On the near wall. On the half wall now. Here comes Klagora. Puts it on the stick of Termo. Now to Murphy. Centering pass gets intercepted. Rogers trying to work out. Now back to Klagora. She sends it under the stick of Termo. Swenson into the offensive zone, down the wall. Swenson going to get to that one. Plays it off the far side, back into the offensive zone. Back to Swenson. Up the wall, into the offensive zone. Over to Termo, just behind her. She's going to get there. Young holds. Plays it over to Murphy. Murphy drops for Swenson. Swenson looking for Termo again. Over to Termo, just under her stick. Blackhawks with the puck now. That one's taken off. Klegora's going to gather. 4:50 left in the game. Klegora, she's got Turmo. Turmo's got a touch up. There's a tripping penalty. Up ahead, Turmo looking to rip one. Out front, Klegora with the puck. Sends it to Turmo. That's going to put the Bluebirds on a power play. Klegora got tripped on the red line. Yep, Kinsey Turmo, one of the really hard-working kid, and they're out there trying to get her a good look at the goal. Ferreira, Anna Cole, Jaden Lake, Evelyn Krieger, and Macy Schneider. They send that one under the stick of Lake. Now Ferreira's going to recover. She sends it back through the crease. Blackhawks send that one the length of the ice. Right out front. Blocker to side by Aker. 3:57 left in the game. Schneider headed up ice. She kicks it back into the zone. Ferreira plays it out front. Ferreira. She tries to send it to Lake on the backside. Cole working out front through the high slot. Sends it to Ferreira. That one comes over to the near wall. Krieger's going to get there. 3.5 minutes left in the game. Minute left on the penalty. Schneider sends it up ahead. Leaves it for Cole in the offensive zone. Back to Ferreira. That one stayed out of the net somehow. Coming back the other direction. Rogers into that, snaps one, paddled aside. Through the crease, back door, doesn't go. Blackhawks high in the zone. Rogers sends it down. Klegora's going to work around traffic. Klegora looking for Lake. Turmo coming up the ice. That's going to dribble out of the zone. Andrews has to pick it up. She's going to change direction. She stops. High point. Puts one just behind Turmo. Murphy now working. Murphy with the puck. Puts it out front. Maurer sends it back right of the net. Back down to Murphy at the goal line. Over to Klegora. That's intercepted. Maurer almost held the zone. Everybody back to full strength. 2 minutes left in the game. Maurer gets down there. Leaves it near side. Blackhawks pick that off the wall. Fire one just right of the net. Klegora going to get to that one. Carry it down behind the goal. Coming up the far wall now. She's going to exit the zone, work through the neutral zone. Crosses the red line, gains the blue line. Lays one out in front of Turmo. Turmo trying to catch up to that one. It's going to come out of the zone again. Minute and a half left in this one. Bluebirds up 7-1. That carries the length of the ice. So we'll bring it back into the Bluebirds offensive zone. About a minute left by the time they drop the puck, probably. It's a running clock. Turmo stays out with Anna Cole and Jaden Lake. Lake over in the corner. Blackhawks bring that one up the wall. Blackhawks with the puck. That stays in the offensive zone. Anna Cole just under the stick of Lake. Once again, stays in the offensive zone. Anna Cole plays it down, looking for Turmo. just off of her stick. That one goes behind the net. Evelyn Krieger trying to get there. Glagora takes that. She's coming up ice, looking for Termal. Oh, just off her stick. She's on the forecheck. 6 seconds left in this one. Bluebirds hold the zone, and that's going to do it. Bluebirds going to take this one. A very workmanlike 7-1 victory. They're going to go regroup and get ready for Beaver Dam next Tuesday, Brookfield next Thursday, and then into the playoffs. So they go to 9-2-1 in their last 12 games after an 0-8 start. So for the Bluebirds, this is Jim Cole and Jerry Sechenik signing off. We will see you from Beaver Dam on Tuesday night.